It's a very beautiful countryside on the west of Java. There's a village where every morning there's a special sound that they hear. The women pounding the rice. It sounds like. Okay. Just every morning when the dawn breaks, just as the dawn breaks, you hear that sound. So in this village lives a half goddess. Her name is Dayan Sumbi. So Dayan Sumbi is in this village right near the mountain. She is kneeling down, and then see, Dayan Sumbi is this very beautiful half goddess, and she has lived all her life looking for the right man. And then many men have come to her, but none of them are good enough, because she is a half goddess after all. But all this time without men made her desperate. No, not sad, desperate. Desperate. So one morning, she's knitting. Okay. So she's knitting, and she's thinking, she's sad, right? She's thinking about that she has no man in her life. And then, when she's knitting, she's thinking about no man in her life, and then she dropped a ball of yarn. So imagine a ball of yarn. It's like, oh. And at that point, there's an inspiration. So she said,
"Whoever picks the ball of yarn, I shall marry."
So the ball of yarn is over here. And then, along comes a dog. This is a true story, by the way. This is the legend. So along comes a dog. And the dog saw a ball of yarn. And of course, what do dogs do? They pick up the ball of yarn. And then he said, the dog said, "Cook, cook." So Dayan Sumbi, true to her words, had to marry the dog. Oh no. So are you happy about that? No, it's expression. Oh, so you are happy to marry the dog. Okay. So she married the dog, and out came from their union came a boy named Sangkuriang. So this is baby Sangkuriang, and of course babies say, "I am Sangkuriang." That's a big baby. Next line. Goo gaga, right? Because he's a baby. So he was born. So that's the beginning of the story. And in this village, where every morning you hear that sound, Sangkuriang grew older, and he is now 8 years old. However, the dog and Dayan Sumbi never grew old, because they are half gods and goddesses after all. And then that one day, because he's old enough, Dayan Sumbi told Sangkuriang to go hunting. So Sangkuriang, of course, he went hunting. So, go hunting. You're a guy, by the way. You're not half dog. You're a guy. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So he's a guy, and he's hunting with a bow and arrow. Okay, you could use an AK-47 also. And the dog came. The dog came with Sangkuriang. So the dog is usually shorter than the boy. Right? Okay. So the dog came with Sangkuriang, and the Sangkuriang is looking for deers to hunt. Right? He's looking, but he couldn't find any deer. So finally, he's hungry, and Sangkuriang looked at the dog, and he said, "I have an idea." So Sangkuriang took his weapon and killed the dog. So the dog died. Okay, the dog died. And Sang Kuryang took the dog and chopped it up to little pieces. And he took the meat of the dog home to the Sumbi. So there's your home. Come to Mama. Yeah. So he came home, and then he cooked the meat. Yeah. So it's sauteed, I guess. And then he served it to his mom. And the mom ate, not knowing what it is. And of course the mom said,
This is delicious. Where did you catch such a delicious deer?
and then Sang Kuryang of course was very happy with that. And then he said, wait, what did you say? He was very happy and he said, it's dog meat. It's dog meat. So then Sumbi, without saying a word, realized what just happened. She became terrified, horrified, mortified. So she took a big spoon and she hit Sang Kuryang right on the head. And Sang Kuryang bled and bled and bled. And then Sumbi said to Sang Kuryang,
Never come back to this village ever again.
so Sang Kuryang was cast out of his village. So he went away for a long time. He traveled. He traveled across Java. He went around and he became bigger and bigger. He became stronger and stronger. He became a mighty warrior. He had traveled for so long. And then he's been traveling across Java, walking, sometimes walking a bit faster. And one day, he came to a beautiful village near a mountain.
Finally.
Sang Kuryang has become a great warrior right now. Across his travels, he's managed to recruit a lot of demons. So demons have been following Sang Kuryang. They're powerful demons, good demons, if there's such thing. So they've been following Sang Kuryang all around. But of course, demons only exist at night. So it's nighttime, but whenever they hear that sound that signals morning, and the crow of the rooster,
What the rooster made?
Okay. So it's a European rooster. Whenever they hear that sound, the demons ran away. They ran away. They went back to the darkness. So in this village, Sang Kuryang happened upon a beautiful young woman. And he looked at the woman and instantly he fell in love with the woman. Where is the beautiful woman? Where is he? Yeah. And then he saw a beautiful woman. And yeah, you saw a beautiful woman. So what do you say when you see a beautiful woman?
What do you do when you see a beautiful woman?
So insert your own line there, man.
Yeah, just say. What would you say?
How lovely your smile. How lovely. And the woman saw Sang Kuryang, and she instantly fell in love. And the woman said,
I'm his mom.
but you didn't know you're his mom because he's grown up. He's a strong boy. A hot looking guy, a warrior. So you say,
When I see you, like a handsome, oh, แม่เจ้าหล่อมาก
So she said something in Thai, and roughly in English translates to, "Holy, what a hottie! I want that hottie." Right? That's what it means. So when they saw each other, they stood up and got closer and closer and closer and closer. And then, only at that time, the mother saw the scar on his forehead. But she couldn't tell him that he was his son, because it would be embarrassing, you know, to want to do it with your own son. So she said to Sang Kuryang, her last line in this play, which is,
"I will marry you, but first prove your love to me. Build a boat as big as that mountain, as big as that mountain."
big as that mountain, right? Okay. So he was told to build a boat as big as a mountain in one night. One night only. And Sang Kuryang, to prove his love, he said, "No problem." Sang Kuryang went to work building a big giant boat. A big giant boat. How do you build a boat? I have no idea either, man. How do you build a boat? So he probably took some, he's thinking, he's planning, because a project plan management, that's what he has to do. And he thought, good idea, I should gather my resources. So he called up all his demons. Your demons, call your demons. So the demons came because of telepathic power without having said anything. And Sang Kuryang told them to build a big giant boat with body language. So the demons started building a boat. And these are powerful demons. And they're building this big giant boat. And in Indonesia, the day breaks at 5:30, but it's 4:30 only, and the boat was almost complete, and Sang Kuryang was really happy. But Dayang Sumbi was terrified, scared, horrified, mortified. So she decided she would cheat. So she went and took her spoon. She's not gonna hit Sang Kuryang, but she hit this little thing that made that sound. And all the women started making that sound. And of course, the rooster heard that sound and thought it was morning. And loudly, very loudly, the rooster said, "Kukuriu!" And the demons all went away. And Sang Kuryang was so angry that Dayang Sumbi cheated. He was so angry that he kicked the boat the demons had built. He kicked it very, very hard. He kicked it very, very hard. And the big giant boat turned over and became another mountain. So that's another mountain. And that is the legend behind a mountain in Java called Tangkuban Perahu. So there's a whole mountain in Java with a big legend behind it. And I thought it was interesting to share this with you, because when we realize that things in our nature have stories, we would want to preserve them. So hopefully you could find these kind of stories in your own home and find the meaning in nature and maybe share it with the rest of the people in your house. So I would like you all to give a big hand to all the cast. And Tangkuban Perahu, by the way, it means an upside down boat. So can I have all the cast stand up? Yeah, all the demons. Give a big bow.